Hi, I'm Sunita Rodriguez. I love my kids, my husband, my job, and I love to cook. My mantra is to cook it simple, to cook it good, and to cook it with soul. I've trained as a chef at the Taj Group of Hotels and traveled to food festivals all over the globe. My tactics and tricks hold the secret to cooking up happy times. Join me on Meals on the Run with Sunita. Hi, I'm Sunita Rodriguez. Let's apron up for some more great meals on the run. Today we're going global with some super exotic yet totally simple recipes. I'm going to show you some really stress-free recipes, simple yet exotic. That is absolutely delectable. Wow. We're going to start out with some smoked salmon canapes, followed by some pepper satay chicken. Then we're moving on to a chicken roulade with pesto rice. And to finish off, I have some lovely strawberry cheesecake flutes. Let's start with our salmon canapes. Very, very easy. I just have some brown bread here. I'm going to cut off with my biscuit cutter. I'm not using any butter of any kind because I'm going to top it off with a little bit of cream cheese. I have here a cucumber and I'm going to slice it, which I'm going to place on top of these canapes. I have here some lovely pink smoked salmon. Now the flavor of smoked salmon is so exclusive and so refreshing that you don't want to overpower it with anything else. I've just sliced that off there, rolled it up, and I'm going to place it on top of my canapé. Smoked salmon is a delicacy, and these canapes would be an instant hit if you served it at any festive occasion or for a party as a starter. So here goes another one. So I want to add just a little bit of cream cheese to it. I've whisked this up and I'm going to put in just a small squeeze of lime into my cream cheese. So nice, soft, light cream cheese. Now quickly using 2 spoons, small little. If you have a piping bag, you can use that and pipe out a little bit of the cream cheese. If you don't have smoked salmon, then you can also use some very finely cut salami or ham. That'll do really nicely too. I have some nice, lovely sun-dried tomatoes here. I'm just going to quickly snip just a little sun-dried tomato there to add that tangy flavor, and nothing goes better with any kind of fish than some dill. So on top there. And that is how simple it is. I'm now going to get platter and arrange it ever so nicely. Yeah. Simple yet exotic. Smoked salmon canapes. The perks of cooking is that I get to taste my own food. So I'm going to put one in my mouth right now. It's altogether exquisite. The smoked salmon and the cream cheese go together so well, and the dill adds that refreshing taste to it. This is going to be a winner for any occasion. Well, one good snack deserves another. So now I'm going to make my pepper satay chicken. I have here 4 chicken supremes, which are the most tender underside of the chicken breast. And I'm going to prepare a marinade to marinate them. I have some nice crunchy, and I prefer to use crunchy peanut butter. So I'm going to put in a nice dollop of that. It's a little sticky, so it's going to resist you. soya sauce, about half a teaspoon, some chili powder, and some lime. In that goes. You're going to have to add just a little bit of warm water to it. You can move it around and make it into a nice little paste. This is a really shortcut method of making satay chicken. Satay chicken is an Indonesian dish, but it's so popular all over the world. Made that into a nice creamy paste. I'm going to put in some salt on my chicken. Now these chicken breasts are extremely tender, so they don't take really long to cook at all. Add just a little of this marinade. Spread it all over the chicken breast. Leave that for just a little while. Roasted bell peppers to this. I put these on a skewer and roasted them over a fire because they become nice and mellow, and the flavor is totally intoxicating after that. I have these nice little peppers here, and I have some wooden skewers. I've soaked these skewers in some water so that they don't burn. I'm putting one pepper on the top. Take it down again. So that's one. And I'm going to go with the yellow pepper. The best part about going global is that you get to taste food from different regions. So now my chicken is marinated, and all I need to do is put a pan on the fire and get it going. A little bit of olive oil. You can use vegetable oil. It's just my personal preference. And now I'm going to put in my skewers. Make sure that the oil is nice and hot. When you put it in, you're in greater danger of undercooking this than overcooking it. On both sides. As I said earlier, chicken breasts cook really fast. And you can see all the juices are still inside the chicken. Well, this one's ready. And so is this. For the sauce, the marinade. Just melt that down very little. Put in a little bit of coconut milk. About 2 tablespoons. And about half a teaspoon of brown sugar. A squeeze of lime. Dash of salt. A dash of chili powder too. There you have it. A nice thick sauce to go along with your chicken, and all this done in no time at all. That lovely coconutty peanut butter sauce and the tender chicken. Absolutely wonderful and super easy. Coming up after the break, I have a great exotic main course, my chicken roulade with pesto rice. So don't go anywhere. We're now done with our appetizers and we're moving on to our super exotic yet super easy main course, the chicken roulade with pesto rice. I have here 2 really nice chicken breasts. Put them in a bag, one by one, and give them a good hammering. And as you can see, this totally flattens out the chicken and gives me a nice, big, flat, even piece. I'm going to marinate this with a little bit of salt, some lime, and some crushed peppercorns. A little bit of olive oil. I have here some rice. I'm just going to put this in. This is about a cup of rice. I have some nice pesto sauce. Now, pesto is a traditional Italian sauce. I'm putting in about 2 tablespoons. It's made with pine nuts and basil. We'll leave that there for a while. I'm throwing in a couple of pine nuts because I want the crispy effect. I have some nice sun-dried tomatoes here that I'm going to quickly snip small pieces. The ingredients sound a little exotic and the dish definitely looks and tastes exotic. Truly and absolutely easy to make. A little garlic, chop it up fine, really fine. In that goes. And of course, the king of it all, Parmesan cheese. What I'm going to do is mix this up. Of course, you can help it just a little bit with some more olive oil. And a little bit of salt. This is a very innovative way of eating rice. Just going to put my pan on before I begin. Put a little bit of olive oil. And while it gets hot, we're going to stuff this chicken and make it into a nice little roulade. So these chicken breasts here, the stuffing goes on the inside because you want the nice flat surface on the outside. You can also add some olives if you like. As I always say, cooking is an art and you need to experiment with it. And now, very simply and very tightly pushing the filling in, just give it a nice, quick roll and use a toothpick there just to hold it in. And here the other one. Whatever stuffing you can in, don't put too much because then it's going to pop out and pop open. Here we have chicken roulades, nice and well stuffed. And now in goes my chicken. I'm just going to pop in a sprig of rosemary there. And you can see all that wonderful stuffing inside. I'm sure you're going to earn a lot of brownie points there. We'll wait for it to get nice and brown on both sides. And then, a nice touch, some red wine to deglaze the pan. I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of butter and about 2 teaspoons of cream. Here, with the juices that the chicken leaches out into the pan, we're making a nice, rich sauce to accompany the chicken. Rosemary goes really, really well with chicken. Well, now this is done. I'm going to quickly switch this off, put it to the side, and get down to making just a few vegetables as an accompaniment. Very simple vegetables. I have here some boiled French beans, some boiled carrots, some boiled baby corns, and a few leaves of spinach. A little bit of butter in the pan. Let that melt. I'm always scoring recipe books and looking for something really festive to make for a special occasion. Here, just a little bit of sugar. Now the reason I'm adding sugar is because the sugar will caramelize ever so slightly and provide that sticky glaze on the vegetables. So in go my carrots, my French beans, my baby corn, and again I'm going to snip in a little bit of spinach there to add some greens to the whole mixture. A little bit of salt, some pepper, quick toss. My spinach takes absolutely no time to cook at all. So as soon as it goes limp, before I serve it, I'm just going to quickly take out the toothpicks and serve this nicely in the plate. A little bit of sauce there, just with the juices that were left in my pan. And of course these lovely, colorful vegetable accompaniments and some toasted pine nuts on top, just for effect. So as I promised, my super exotic yet super easy chicken roulades with pesto rice. Wow, this is the best form of rice that I've ever eaten, along with this chicken. The pesto and the rice together mixed with the chicken and the wine and the cream, really, really great. Super easy, an exotic dish you could prepare at home anytime, any day. But don't go away, because coming up after the break, I have an even more super exotic and super indulgent dessert, my strawberry cheesecake flutes. Well, no trip around the world is complete without a delectable dessert. So today I'm going to take a classic dessert and make it into something totally different. I'm going to make my lovely strawberry cheesecake flute. But how do I get a strawberry cheesecake and put it into a flute, you may ask? Well, just watch. I'm going to start out with my cream cheese mixture. I have about half a cup of cream cheese that I'm going to quickly whisk up till it's nice and smooth. So that's nice and creamy. Now into this goes about half a cup of cream and about 2 tablespoons of fine powdered sugar. So, again, whisk up once again. Mix in the cream cheese mixture and the cream and the sugar. And there it is, nice, thick and creamy. I'm going to put this in my refrigerator for just a little while to chill while I get the rest of my dessert ready. I have here 4 digestive biscuits that I'm going to quickly put in a bag. I totally love this part of cooking. Here it goes. Just hammer that in. You can put some ginger snap cookies. Now normally this would form the crusty base of the cheesecake, but I don't have time to make a classic cheesecake, so I'm still going to get all that flavor into this flute. Now into this I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of melted butter and about 2 tablespoons of whole granular sugar. So mix it up nicely, and in that goes into the fridge too. And now for my fruit. I'm going to cut this into small pieces. If you're setting it in a little bigger glass, of course, by all means, keep your pieces big. You can use kiwi or mango, perhaps banana. And now all that's left to do is to assemble this dessert. And go and get out that cream cheese mixture and the biscuit mixture that I kept. The biscuit mixture doesn't need much time in the fridge. The cream cheese, about 10 minutes to 15 minutes will be fine. All 3 gorgeous parts of a cheesecake, and I'm going to get it into this champagne flute. In goes my strawberries. Tuck that down. Get in a nice dollop of the cream cheese mixture. You can use 2 spoons if you need a little help. Some of biscuit mixture. Now the biscuit mixture, believe me, when it soaks up all that cream, and the cream cheese becomes nice and sticky and crunchy in the middle of this. So pat that down. Another layer of yummy red strawberries. Some more cream cheese. Put in just a little bit more of that crumbly, digestive biscuit mixture, and top it finally with some lovely red pieces of strawberries. All the goodness of a cheesecake in one glass. My strawberry cheesecake flutes. And get a taste of all that creamy goodness. That is absolutely delectable. The cream cheese and cream mixture, the crumbly biscuit and sugar in the middle, and of course, the freshness of the strawberries thrown right in. Simple, quick, yet exotic as promised. Strawberry cheesecake flutes. So today we have completed a total trip around the world. We started off with our small, super exotic salmon canapes, followed by the pepper satay chicken. Then we moved on to those lovely, tasty chicken roulades with pesto rice, and of course finished with these strawberry cheesecake flutes. I'm done for the day. But if you want to catch some more great, easy, yet exotic recipes, then join me, Sunita, for some more meals on the run.